Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the Razer Viper V2 Pro wireless gaming mouse. Now, unfortunately, I misplaced the box for this mouse. Jesus, guys, can't find it. So I usually like to showcase the box and stuff like that, but I don't have it. Now, this mouse, it's like when I first bought this mouse, I was like, whoa, what is this cheap thing? Like, it's like the most basic stripped mouse I've ever seen that cost, like $140 something. So there's no RGB, there's nothing like pretty on it. It's just everything that's on here is like bare minimum, with, pretty good functionality, but, it's stripped down. So when I think of something like this, I'm thinking about a race car that, sure, you can go out and buy, like, for example, a Mustang, right? That comes loaded with, fancy tech on it and, 8-speaker sound system and all the bells and whistles on it, right? But then you get a race car, like a purebred race car that's stripped down. There's no AC on it. There's no carpet. There's nothing. It's just stripped down for performance. And that's what this is. Pretty much is stripped for performance. They use this is a mouse that gets used a lot in competitions and stuff like that. So it's a race car. It comes in at 58 grams. 58 grams. You're not gonna find any RGB, anything pretty. It's just two side buttons. Your wheel, your left and right click, and that's it. There's no side clicking on this either, so I guess that'll probably add a few grams. It is USB Type-C to charge, and PTFE feet on the bottom. It has a 30K optical sensor and a power switch right here. So you can also change your DPI by pressing this, so you can go between. If you have different DPI options set up on the Razer software, then you can use this to go up and down, or you can just use this by pressing and holding to power on or off your mouse. Let's see what Razer has to say about this thing. So it's 58 grams. Upgradable to true 4,000 hertz wireless polling rate with a Razer Hyper Polling wireless dongle. I don't know how much that is. I don't have one of those and I haven't tested it yet, but that's actually really cool if you can go up to 4,000 hertz on wireless polling rate. Talked about the 30K optical sensor. That's pretty cool. It's overkill, but who cares, right? It's 30K. Let's see. It auto calibrates across different surfaces. So with smart tracking, the Razer Focus Pro optical sensor is able to maintain a consistent lift-off distance no matter what surface is used on, allowing for greater control and accuracy. Pretty neat. Let's see. Improved surface compatibility, tracks flawlessly on glass. I don't know who will use this on just pure glass, but hey. Power efficiency. Cares about that, right? Battery lasts forever. Like, it's about 80 hours that you get on this. Like I said, there's no fancy features on it, so the battery life that you have is really for while you're gaming. So 80 hours is more than plenty, and they charge pretty quick too. So the switches, let's see what we have. Razer optical mouse switches Gen 3, which are rated for 90 million clicks. I haven't really used Razer products long enough to experience failure. I used briefly a Razer Naga back in the day, 2012. It had a lot of side buttons, and I used that, but I didn't experience any failure, so I wouldn't know how long they will last on average. It's just the G502 came out, and I switched to that shortly after and loved it ever since. But 90 million clicks, it should be more than good enough for a few years, so a year or two at the very least. Most people like to upgrade to like newer stuff every so often, so it should at least hold up while the next Viper comes out and makes you want to go buy it. It does have onboard memory, DPI, polling rate, lift up distance, can be well, it does have onboard memory, and I think all you can change is your DPI stages. I'm not sure if you can like customize profiles for it. At the very least, the sight button. So I don't know if that will do anything at all. But yeah, Razer Hypershift effectively double your inputs at the touch of a button as you activate an additional set of custom keybinds and DPI stage on the mouse. Comes with a 2-year warranty. Again, I don't expect anyone to own one of these for more than 2 years anyway, so it's a good idea to get an extended warranty from your local store at the 2-year mark. If one of the buttons stops clicking or whatnot, just trade it in, and most of the time they'll either give you a replacement or the money that you paid for one of these and apply it to the purchase of a new one. So I do recommend getting that for this type of peripheral. And then I want to talk about my experience with this. So I bought this looking for something wireless that I can game on and also work on. And, you know, I mentioned this in another video where like, hey, I do spend an awful lot of time playing Call of Duty and, you know, first-person shooters. So I wanted to try a mouse that was pretty much made for those game modes. And this was the first one that I tried that's ultra lightweight. Absolutely love the feel of it. I really like it, and I actually use this for like when we're doing family game night, and you know we're sitting about 15 feet apart from the computer wherever the dongle is plugged in, and to my surprise, no interference, no issues with latency or anything like that. Again, we didn't play competitive games. It was just, you know, little things like, you know, It Takes Two, or, you know, just God of War. Nothing that requires an ultra low latency. So it works pretty good. And did I mention how lightweight this was? Jesus, it's so light. It feels great. But just like the ROG Hardpace Aim Lab Edition, it didn't improve my gaming performance in terms of, you know, accuracy or mobility, anything like that. Like the G502X Plus comes in at pretty much double the weight at 106 grams. I can go break a new record with this, and then I plug this, I'll break the record again, and then I'll go back to this, and guess what? I break the record once again. So my performance is consistency with, you know, pretty much any of the mouse that I use regularly. So I really cannot tell you that, hey, yeah, go buy this and you're gonna be a better gamer. You will most definitely not. So at least not in my experience. If there's someone else who bought this and were like, oh my God, it changed my life drastically. I'm getting, you know, my accuracy went up, my KD went up just because of this mouse. Hey, more power to them, but it was not the case for me. But I was happy enough to where, you know, I want to keep this mouse for, you know, the wireless technology, and it's amazing. So it does feel great. It's great gameplay, and you know what? I really don't need any fancy, RGB lights for this thing. You know, I just need it to work. I do not use this for my workflow. For my workflow, I'm using the G502X Plus, but I do like to use this every now and then for some gaming. So, you know, at $142, it's a lot of money, but you know, it's 2023. I wanted to try wireless mice, and yeah, I wanted to see what the hype was all about with these ultra lightweight mice, and, you know, see what it was for myself rather than somebody telling me, hey, dude, you should totally get this because, you know, it feels better, because you're going to be a better gamer, because you're going to be... I wanted to try for myself so that no one tells me. So I did, and I'm sharing you my experience with them, and I didn't get any better, you know. But it does feel great. It's a true pleasure to game on one of these. So that being said, I'll leave it up to you whether you feel like picking one up or not. Was not sponsored by Razer in any way, so this is an unbiased review and just my personal thoughts. If I miss something crucially important about this gaming mouse, or there's something I'm missing, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I think I've covered everything pretty good. This is a high performance race car. I know I've seen some other videos where everyone's like, oh my god, I can't believe this is more expensive than the first gen. I think it was the Razer Viper Ultimate, I believe. It came with a few extra features, but also came in heavier. And this is a race car, so the less weight on it, the more money Razer's gonna charge you, just because it's not designed to look pretty, it's designed to perform. So that's my take on it. You know what I mean? If you're looking for more features and stuff like that, you can pick up the Viper Ultimate for like $80 nowadays, and you're not gonna be missing out on anything. You know, the only thing is just the weight of it. Other than that, not much difference. So yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.